The Supercross schedule got released this week, okay?
Yes.
Everyone saw it. Was anyone besides me surprised that A, we only had 17 rounds, and B, we didn't have any weekday rounds?
I was surprised by that as well. I mean, that's a big assumption that we're going to be clear to go racing. Maybe they know something that we don't know. But can you imagine being in the business of trying to arrange these big facilities and, as we saw the last couple of years, being canceled completely or, no spectators? So, yeah, I think that sheds a lot of light on, I think we may be out of the woods with this whole situation, and maybe we're going to go back to a normal life.
I think the biggest shock to me was not the weekday rounds, did shock me a little bit just because of, hey, it puts something on during the week in the wintertime, and it gives NBC Sports something to fill like a Tuesday night or a Wednesday night. Mm-hmm. The 17 rounds, not so much. I know you had said, they had been talking about 20 or whatever, but, still, I think that we're a while away from that. I will say, though, the one thing that shocked me is we're just acting there's just the no talk of no Vegas anymore. We've been having the finale in Vegas for years. And even before that, when it was the U.S. Open, because I used to go out for the U.S. Open quite a bit. Mm-hmm. And now we just act like Las Vegas was just never a thing. Which, don't get me wrong, it's cool. Utah's good. It's a good place to go. It's much better than Las Vegas, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But, I just feel like we're acting like Las Vegas was just never a thing.
Well, so here's the deal that I've heard with this. So, number one, as we all know, Salt Lake City is paying to have the final round there.
Well, yeah.
Now,
what's their thing? Something sports...
They're the sports capital of the U.S. or something.
Whatever the mayor likes to talk about.
Anyway, action sports capital of the U.S.
Yeah,
is that it? Something like that. Anyway, the other thing, from my understanding, the old stadium is due to be torn down this year.
Sam Boyd?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a shithole.
That is going away, due to be torn down. We're not really sure when, but at some point in 2021, they're supposed to start the destruction on that. Mm-hmm. I also understand that the new stadium wants nothing to do with motorsports. They don't want monster trucks. They don't want dirt bikes. They don't want anything in there other than sports and concerts.
They just want the UNLV Rebels.
Yeah. So that's my understanding as to why we're not at Vegas at all.
Yeah, Sam Boyd, that doesn't shock me. It's a shithole stadium. Mm-hmm. It's fucking terrible. They literally, when we used to go out there for the finals of Arena Cross, they would tell us during the day when you'd have those random windstorms, kind of like in Florida when they have random rainstorms.
Yeah.
When the track would dry out and literally just be blue groove the whole thing, they're like, yeah, we can't go out and water it. Why? Well, we can't really get our trucks out there in time and this and that. I go, so you can't stop the program for 20 minutes? No, we can't. Oh, okay.
It's impossible.
Thank you. Anyways.
It's impossible.
All right, so what you got next?
Is that it? Anybody else got anything? I'm truly shocked we don't have 20 rounds.
I'm shocked that we're going to California this many times. I know that that's a normal thing, but having the 3A Anaheims. What are you doing right now?
I'm drinking soda. Don't tell Coach.
You just told Coach. Yeah, you're drinking your liter of Coca-Cola.
Boo. Don't tell Coach.
Yeah, and you hate spinach.
Don't tell Coach.
I just did.
Don't
Anyways,
tell Coach.
My only other question on that is was anybody, and I guess I'll swing it to you first, Coach, were you surprised at any of the venues, or was that kind of were you kind of thinking the same thing? There was nothing on there was I didn't expect to go there, or why are we going back there?
No, nothing new. I have heard that, with Feld being based out of Tampa, mm-hmm. I have heard that it's going to be every other year, Tampa gets put back on the schedule. Okay. So I don't know what cadence we're in with that. Looks like, that's not, we're going to, with the exclusion of Daytona, which of course is not on Feld's schedule. Looks like that'll be the only Florida race that we'll have. But yeah, no big surprises there. I think we've got the kind of the standard stadiums that it seems to fit in, whether it's the week before or the week after Monster Jam and stuff like that. I guess the big question will be how many people will they let in the stadium, and how quickly can we start filling this bad boy up and, get back to normal life as we know it. But no big surprises on my side whatsoever.
Well, hey, don't worry, guys.
Atlanta Motor Speedway, though. That's cool.
That's cool. That, from what I understand, was a complete money move because the Mercedes-Benz is so expensive.
Oh, well, look.
So expensive.
Look at it, though. Does that? I don't think that shocks anybody.
No.
Were you a little shocked, though, that two of us being from Michigan, that we're actually going back to Detroit?
Somewhat, but not really.
Because let's be real, Ford Field is a fucking shithole.
The stadium's not terrible.
No,
it's not
I mean,
the
like,
best one we go to,
the
but
area, though.
Yeah, the rest of it's kind of just, it's whatever.
And y'all Michigan people that watch this show can be like, oh, it's great. No, y'all know.
It's not.
Y'all know what it's like to go to Detroit.
Y'all know. Y'all don't say that.
Y'all know.
Y'all don't say that. But hey, don't worry. We're also, I mean, let's face it. If we're going to Detroit and Detroit's bad, we're also going to the worst place, Oakland. So if you guys would like to get robbed, stabbed, raped, and or murdered,
or your bike or all your gear stolen,
you're good. You're good because we're going there. I'm not.
No,
I will watch that one gladly on TV.
I will never, ever go to Oakland, California.
Steve Mathis can go ahead and I will call him into the show because I'm sure he'll go and get the actual on-point perspective. I will not be there.
Yeah, well,
that place scares the shit out of
me. I was a little shocked to see the Detroit. Like, I understand that they trying to find places, but was a little shocked that, because we've had this thing where we've gone back and forth to Detroit like every 3-4 years. And like...
Well, we went several years in a row there.
Yeah. But it's just... I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm just a little shocked that we keep going back there because, like, I don't know. It just never seems to work out.
Do you guys think that by Anaheim 3, the stadium will still be full?
I think so.
Coach, what do you think?
Yeah, that's a $1 million question right there. I think coming off of this whole COVID situation, I think people will still be extremely excited to get out the door. Have we heard it all? Are they going to limit, or are they just saying full stadium, let's go?
Well, Not anything I've heard that there's going to be a limit, but maybe.
I really hope, though, that they don't make everybody wear masks in that stadium because, L.A. County, so California.
Yeah. Lord only knows being out there. And, just coming back from San Diego, Michaela and I were talking about this on the flight coming back. It's crazy to me how California positions themselves as being so environmentally, sophisticated. I've never seen a state with more shit on the interstate like you do when you're in California. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I'm like, man, they have put this persona out there like they're all about, Mother Earth and let's love one another and let's understand everybody. Holy shit, that is one of the dirtiest places I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand it. I mean, we've been Northern California, we've been now Southern California and everywhere in between. I have never seen a dirtier place. So crowded, tons of homeless, shit all over the interstates, people throwing stuff out the windows like it's nothing. I mean, I'm amazed. It just blows my mind. So, yeah, nothing surprises me being out there. I would just like to see them open up the stadiums. And like you say, if we could get 3 sold-out crowds, 2 sold-out crowds, 1, let's take it and run with it. Sport definitely needs it. Phil definitely deserves it, trying to put the series on the way they did. But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I haven't heard that they are or are not limiting it, so let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make a bold statement right now that
boy.
If they're not, well, it's not that bold really, but like
Getting wild.
If they are not limiting people, I will say right now that A1 will be sold out.
A1 will be sold out no matter what.
For sure. I almost guarantee it.
Absolutely.
There's going to be tickets trading on the secondhand market for A1 at triple the face value.
And when I mean sold out, because and just for the viewers, like if any of you guys have never been to a Supercross, like they like to talk about on the broadcast or like they go to the races, like these numbers are always inflated. It's just how our sport works. They like to inflate things, make it seem sold out, and then you're there and you look in the top.
Here we go.
You look at the top deck and you're
starting
like,
the shitstorm already.
You're like, really? That's sold out, huh? When I mean sold out, like I actually mean I don't think that there is going to be a seat in that whole stadium that's going to be open.
Not at all.
I truly believe that. Now I don't know about A2. I don't know about the second round. But yeah, like I just feel with the way things have gone, the way Supercross was this past year, all hats off to Feld and everybody that worked really hard to make the series go off without any problems. But yeah, I feel like A1, if they're not limiting, will be completely 100%.
Just remember, you got a seat right on the side of the track there, buddy, with a pit board. All right, moving on.
Anyways.
Next thing.